Hey everybody, Habits here. You know what the best is? The best is when you start your stream and then you realize that your headset isn't plugged into the laptop. Yep, it makes things pretty fun as you kick off. Boom, boom, boom. But I think I set things up pretty much better. Oh, I gotta get so that tabs out. Why is Coors Field trending on Twitter? That doesn't even make any sense. I just tweeted out the thing. I, I is this like promoted? Is there news I need to know about? Whatever. Baseball people. All right, sorry guys, I got totally distracted there. I was like wondering if the thing fell down or there was something going on, but no, it's just MLB fans talking about the Coors Field effect and how much that may uh, affect free agents and whether or not they want to play in Colorado. I know it's kind of goofy. All right, we're close, I promise. Let's get this over just a bit more. Down. All right, and we are good to go. So you can see I've got the game up and open. Already been working a little while here, and I've geared up with some stuff. Um, kind of torn on these stairs, honestly. I think I'm gonna leave them now, but I'm gonna grab this, and you guys will see why here in just a second because about the only thing I've done since we last left, when I think I just had a load of stuff and was standing back in that room, is to cut the stairway. I did go for a sand run, but it was pretty uneventful. And that was just to help out with that initial water. Some of this is sealing off the flooded cavern, and then there were a lot of those. Couple spots that were just below that didn't show up. This, I think, was another one. But eventually, we made it down to Deep Slate. Pretty light on the um, inventory. I will show. I did make an anvil. You may have caught it as I walked by it, and just put the protection 3 that I'd been wearing with the mending. So hopefully those will last a little bit longer because we are about to get into it. And by it, of course, I mean, oh, dude, whatever is waiting for us out here. So let's do this real quick. Come back up. Because I don't know what was potentially coming at us there. And I don't know why this is so wet down here. But it is. This is going to be where we're. I think first looks like some gold. Oh, oh, that's where I die often from the above. All right, we got all this water, and that's kind of okay. Let's see if this cuts back in anywhere. So I'd really like to get into that up above section. I wonder if there were so many mobs down here when I was first cutting down there. I killed a few of them. It really looks kind of cool. So that doesn't look like a. established bit. That's kind of bright. It's all this up above ledges that I gotta go up and under with potential death raining down on my head. Alright, I think we're safe here. Ooh, there's some iron. Let's get that. Making the anvil to patch up my pants was, I think we're down to 3 iron ingots. Hey, buddy. You must come from down there. That was kind of a messed up little timing deal. Dude. I knew it. Just hanging out, waiting for the rest of them to come, and when I'm most oh, dude. I didn't see that hole. Oh, dude. They're just gonna come up one at a time. Okay, that was the old one. Let's try to get some little advantage as we go across here. I don't think that's a direct threat, but more water. This is the most flooded out area I've ever seen. Okay, I think that was where I'd come up, looking up into, and was like, oh boy, there's potential for death. And it was just that one wide area, so that seems a little better. Um, how did I get over here? Did I go through all this water? Maybe I did. A lot of stuff below. Let's get this far wall lit. That looks really cool with that lava. I don't really want to break that, but let's go look at this corner. Hi, I like that you're carrying iron for me. Will you drop that when I get you? You did. Good boy. Well, you should have. So not only is it all flooded down here, but it's murky flooded. That's great. This is just such a mess. All right. And if you're gonna give me a whole flooded out series of caves, maybe, I don't know, throw in something good, for the effort. Some gold. A little bit of hidden gold there. Well, the trade-off is anything dropping down in here can't follow me very quickly. Like those creepers, right? If they wanted to come after me, they'd have to go through the water. Ooh, well, they'd have a bigger challenge than that, it looks like. Dude, the problem is, skellies can shoot me, I guess. I mean, I guess maybe I should get like a boat. But this is gonna make diamond mining in this area. I mean, if my stairs go away and down below we find that there's nothing um, back the way I'm working, that is flooded, will be fine. But if this I mean, look at all that water dripping down there. And is this a windswept deal? I don't know. So aside from that little bit of gold, I haven't seen much here that I care too much about, aka diamonds. But again, we'll go down by this lava thing now and see if our stairs can extend down that way and be good. Oh, this doesn't look good. We'll probably need to sand. Do a little sanding here. It's kind of easy. I thought that would be worse. I might not have even needed to do that. This is kind of the backside of our staircase. And I've still got a little bit of that tunnel extended out already. So it should be decently good as far as that goes, right? Think we'll leave the gold. Let's see. Oh, 20. I mean, we're still way, 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 way up above lava lake height. So these are all just bonus. Yay, you get to deal with messy lava. Now, I think I can do that and still have some of this fallen down. I really am not too wild about this whole access. Let's just cut a little bit there. Now we've got some lava with some light. And how? That's not even really possible, is it? We're not that deep. Oh, I think that was just a zombie. Whew. Scared me, pal. Nothing back there. Oh, that is just blasted out glow. I was like, is that coal? These guys are being really slow. So that should all be up there where it was wet. It kind of all feels like this is going to flood at any second, right? Like it should. Yeah, lots of, oh, it's baby. Hear ya. Come here, little baby. I don't like little baby zombie. Why does he seem like he's loud up here, though? I think this is actually the edge of my stairs, so I don't want to put that one in. Just kind of this outer edge. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that baby. Maybe there's something sealed up back around here. Probably. Oh, up here. Yep. It's like a chess game. Getting their pieces arranged on me. Come here, dude. He saw me long enough to follow? Alright. Okay, since we got him to pull aggro, let's... Deeper hole. Oop. Oh boy. Those kind of looked enchanty too. That worked out remarkably well. Did not get a bow though. Let's do this real fast. Get ready to move. Still feel very, very exposed out here. Oh. I don't know how accessible this side even is. Did he just like drop off an edge? That doesn't really give me much more in the way of light, does it? Oh, there's Creeper though. Alright, well, that gave me enough light to see that there's a base level at least, but would seem that none of them are coming over here too quick. So while they're all busy, here comes a zombie. Let's do that one. Now maybe we can come over here. Still got one skelly. Two. Dragging me back into the dark. That's the stuff I'm worried about. Okay, that wasn't much of anything, but it was still scary. I stand by. Gotta have a spawner down here somewhere, don't we? Seems like a lot of skellies. Maybe not though. Maybe it's just... Okay. Spider. Ooh. That's worth watching out for. I don't even think I'd notice that. Okay. Shoot. Oh, man. Stop it. Damn it. Okay. We should maybe let the health get back up here. This is getting to be a tough little beachhead to storm. Alright, let's... just get a bit of coffee there. Fuel the run. Alright, can I get up Dude! Run. Oh, what? Why are they so focused on not getting me discs that they will both stop aggro at that point? Dude. And now we'll come back. As soon as the Skelly's gone, hey guys, how you doing? I don't have enough yet. Just brought down more stone, but I thought I was going to be running around grabbing up diamonds and stuff. I think we need to kick this wider. Things are feeling a little funky. I still don't know. I mean, I think I like stuck a bunch of torches. My iron armor really doesn't do much against these. Alright, can I get... Let's actually stack some of those too. Can I actually get over this little hill now? Actually, let's go there. Okay, well, we saw that one drop. So, looks like they're coming off there. What does that do for us getting up there? Gives us a little better look, at least. I don't really like the whole 4-shot creeper deal when they're in the open like that, because who knows what's coming up behind you. And this is how I lost whatever that cherry picker. That was the one. I was trying to do something like this where I knew there was stuff up above my head and I was trying to carefully get up there. I've just seen too many skellies drop to not think that that's a spawner or something up there, right? Oh, hey, buddy. You a little stuck up there? It's a good spot for you. Could be wrong, of course, but... And of course, we're still... It's all tough. Boom. Well, that was just a pocket full of skellies. Well, sadly, after all that, I'm still not seeing a single diamond. Oh, we didn't do this side yet, did we? I guess that's where our little zombie friend was hanging out. Anything waiting for us up there? Oh man, I still don't have enough of. And then this is just back in my water level. And that zombie is stuck somewhere right in the middle of this. Alright, well, that wasn't great, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to use my one iron pick for redstone. A redstone would get picked up with the stone, but I mean, I just don't know that I need to mine any of this. We can come back and get all this. Think we want to get back to the stairs, and I don't think I'm gonna do a whole lot of that with you guys here. What I'd like to do, though, is just open it back up since I think we're now pretty safe. We'll be extra safe right in this immediate area. Since this is now going to become kind of an exposed stairway. So even though we're a little low on coal, I don't mind dropping a few extra because all of this is getting blown out. Had a real blowout, guys. And so is all of this wall now that we've cleared the area, right? Because I want to keep my stairs nice and straight, consistent. So we will do this a little bit. And once we've got everything kind of set back into its order, I think what we'll do is maybe go up and try again on some of those caves that we saw in our explorations. See if we can drop down from above and get coal and iron, perhaps. Although I don't, we've got to get some luck with a cave. Unfortunately, in the good iron levels, which are generally right about here, it's just above the transition. I just didn't hit any caves, which is a good thing. I mean, it got us down to here before we kind of ran into trouble, but um, not far enough. And what did we saw in that lava lake? We were at like negative 22, and negative 54 is where I really want to be. And clearly, just by going down, below all of this into the other level of caverns. Oh, we didn't go up there yet. We found plenty more stuff. So, why? What? It's feeling very funky there for a second. Okay. That will eventually get replaced. So this will be our next little run out here, and we can just do a little light post here. Kind of even that out. All right. So I think I dropped off those steps. All right, let's go while we're thinking about it over here. Let's go this way and see what's. Whoa! What? Oh, no. Don't mind me just getting burned by the magma. It was the dunk noise that scared me, really. Alright, so there's the big area below. Let's do that. And then we'll just make a nice wide bridge here. Got some iron. I think, although let's get a little beyond it before we start worrying about the lava too much. I think we can kind of clip that back a little bit. That was lower than I'd intended. So this may get us up into some iron bearing levels. Some gold up there. That was a good jump up. Something out in the middle here. That's kind of a dead end. Man, I'm going to pay a price. Why is this so quiet so far? Alright, so this gets us back up to the... Ooh, there's more iron. Potentially coal and iron. Ooh, geode. Nice. Good, good little vantage to take a time out. Let's put one up there. What? Don't stop me, game. Don't stop me now. There should be so much more hostility coming at me. Oh, yeah, we really need some coal. Did I mention that in addition to the iron, I used up most of the coal on the torches? We might have done that while you guys were here. I don't remember. Go this way. Do 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 do. Oh, hello, sir. Going in circles there just to troll me, huh? Huh, Mr. Enderman? Alright. See how you are. Oh. I always cancel out the effect of the critical by then quick striking a few times so that the sword doesn't fully recharge. Alright, well this is good. This is gonna get our iron going at much more comfortable levels. It would be a lot more if there was more coal down here, but that's going to be up on the surface, and we can pull a lot of that out of all the various stony shores that we know about. Not to mention all the windswept stuff in and about the abandoned gold mines and the Badlands. Although we don't. Oh, speaking of mines, alrighty then. Um, very, very good. Let's check our approaches. There's some water up there. So new priority is just making this a good direct path without too much imminent death and danger. And can we do something like this? Get that lit. So we're going to have to go back and re-equip, but now we'll blow a lot more torches to keep this clear, just to slow down the hassle. Alright, this looks easy enough to get a few more. As I say, anytime I say easy enough, are we about to get in trouble? I don't know how much we cleared on that side. Let's do that. Should make that nice and visible, and then we'll do that. We may actually take that down, but now we need to keep avoiding this potential stuff. Come on. Do one of those. Where did you even come from? Oh. used off that. Also, oh, that was just where I pulled out the iron, huh? Kind of think we need to open this up a bit. Let's put this up there. I think that'll still be a pretty good landmark. And use the pick. I want to be able to jump for those crits without bumping my head like I was doing. Okay. Food. Now, a lot of those guys were coming around here. Saw some off this side. That still opens up quite a bit. Who's coming at me? Okay. Just about to get exciting. Let's retreat. So much for all this bread. We may have to go do a hay run too to some of those villages. Since I haven't. Come on, zombie, where were you? Oh, did he fight the. He fought the skelly for me. Thought I saw a poof up there. Oh, there's a skelly. Come on. I. He's so far away when I hit him on all those, but he still seems to get me. Oh, dude. I hate it when I don't even get a torch down. You better come down here. Ooh, what do I get? Must have been a bow, right? How many arrows have I picked? 10? It's not real great yet. About the only real strong advantage I can get out of that is to pull some aggro. So I don't have to do quite as much uphill and then retreat. Come on, Spidey. Oh, there. Dude, that is dangerous. Didn't really need that there. More danger, but we're kicking this back around so that hopefully there's a creeper out that way. Hopefully we can make it to that abandoned mine, cutting across there without being in aggro range of any of this stuff. And while I'm out hereabouts, let's... Ooh. See if we can't... get a little bit of that. Safer. Right? Pretty significant. also this little hole. Huh? Maybe just a little bit of light inside it. It's not a very good farm one. There's not a ton of crystals to it, but it is one. Okay, now let's pick a few more of these that seem safe. Then we'll go back and make a quick run, probably for bread and oops, coal, so that we can be geared up for this mine. I'll come back down and hit that. I think we're close enough. We may have to hang back from any spider nests, or at least work them a little less directly than I'd like to, but that'll be alright. That's a good little supply. Yeah, before going into the mine, I'd really like to re-outfit with iron tools. So getting a few of those stone iron ore. Spots, not too bad. I thought we'd seen that. That's the kind of stuff. Now, is that what I just did? Did I open that up by getting this iron ore, or was that further back? I think that's where I was, right? Yep. That's better, though. Alright, let's do... Oh, man, I still can't get up in there. Oh, no, I'm out of torches. Here. It's a really bad spot to be. We've basically just gone from pretty cleared out room to the bottom of an exposed ravine where creeper drops on our head are not out of the question. Sometimes the deeper you are, the better off you are in that regard, but come on, right? Oh, so much more to do. I would like to maybe get across. Let's see if we can do, and just I'd like to get a torch up there is basically it, so that well, we know we can never really get rid of all possibilities. This bit will stay less likely to rain terror down on our heads. And someday we can go up and do that whole ravine too if we want. Now there's more iron in the deep slate there. Maybe there wasn't. Oh, there it is. And then we talked about doing a bit this. Keeps the light up, I think, pretty well. Still gives us some degree of safety, but also gives us a clearer path to get over. And we'll just take these three. And then our little bridge was down here. Don't think that needs much else, although I don't think we need to be skating that edge on just a single wide block. That's nice little safety in case they get stuck. Alright, well that's cool. I'm going to sip some coffee as we go upstairs and maybe start the iron cooking. Looks like daytime. That looks good. I don't know if that bow is going to do us a ton of good yet. Store it. We can certainly make a bunch more arrows. Door can go away for now. Goes away. The lava would be a great place, but I do have some storage for extra stuff. If those gold pants ever wear down, which now they probably never will, at least not before we have to worry about it, we do have the spares, but frankly, it's probably going to be the rest of the armor we're going to have to repair. A little bit closer to that now that we have I think carrying some sand is okay. And these guys will throw the two together for now. Combine stone here. And we can use these, but should I take this down for spider webs? It's real. Oh no, we're not even. I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm like gearing up for the abandoned mine, but we need to get the coal first. So, have we cleaned up? Let's go over here because I think we ran away from a skelly, right? End of the last episode, or towards it. It was before our last run, but we still have some coal under here. And there may be mobs down here, but now we're a little more capable, I think. Famous last words. But I mean, we have been rolling around in dark caves now, so open to daylight caves seems like something we can probably handle. You know, let's go see what we got. I know at some place there's gonna be a creeper. That's basically what these were made for. Although, I don't know, with light levels, maybe that's not as much a deal. Those overhangs used to just be crawling with mobs because not only would they take refuge after nighttime, where they wouldn't burn up, but spawn capping rules would say, oh, hey, if you do a check for mobs, where are they? And if it's low enough light level in a cave, yeah, it'll fill it up just like a mob farm. Obviously not quite as efficient. I might be prone to exaggerating, but alright. Quick 11 pieces, get some more of the stone back up. I have not been accumulating cobble yet a ton because a lot of it went right back into making sidewalls or filling in behind the scenes to stop water flowing, and then making all the stairs to get up there. Not to mention the tools. So if we can really convert over to iron, that would be nice. Make that a little less deathy. Alright, what we got here? Anything? Copper. And I don't think we ever got the coal out of down here, did we? Before we do though, oh, we got some over here. Let's drop a torch. I think I'd kind of come around here pretty well, but isn't there something more up this way that had been... Oh, I think we did that first day here. Oh, this comes right back down. Go. Because I was still thinking of this coal. Never forgot you, Cole. Look at us, level 15. Hopefully, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but hopefully we can get some kind of goodies here to help us make up for the increasing levels. Our difficulty will pop a bit, but again, it probably won't go as high as I'm used to because I'm not doing all the time setting up the farm, right? You know, we've left this area quite a bit of the time. What is that? Local difficulty only 310 so far. I fully expect that that will continue to go up, but usually by the time I'm even considering it, it seems dark, but I don't think it's dangerous dark. Whoosh. Go. And now we got all that iron. Very good. 29 pieces. 32 pieces. I don't think we need... Let's just do all these into sticks for now. Got more logs. We'll still do another batch of coal for more torches, I think. That away. That away. Fresh one of those for sure. next up, after a good night's sleep, I think we're going to go back. Let's put these down. Back into a tour de village and chop a bunch of hay bales. We'll see if there's other stuff we want to grab, but since we're not going to be getting primary chest loot or anything like that, it should be pretty quick. I would like to get more coal, and if we head towards any of the stony shores or anything like that, we'll maybe hop out, or if we just see coal deposits along the way, that would be good. Does this connect out to that edge? Not directly. Really don't mind using up these stone tools now because with the way things are looking, we should be... Was it just that I saw? I could have sworn I was coming over here for coal that I... Okay, those are at least sitting on underlying ground. Well, this was kind of a bust. I'm thinking it was that, but I thought I had a coal deposit back in this cave. Of course, we've got underwater coal if we want that, but I don't feel like sitting around to wait for that. There's plenty of above ground coal or cave coal. Oh yeah, our hay bale trip is certainly going to involve some caves if I can find enough. Oh, stop hitting me. I'm trying to look at the zombies. Oh man. Now will you guys pathfind around? Don't you burn my boat, dude. Okay, that was eventful to start. We still got that spider hanging out. There's a piece of coal. Piece of coal. Piece of coal. There we go. Just what we needed. This little cave. Nothing too fancy. It's copper. Ah, so slow. Soon we will be in the iron world, though. I'd like to say we'd soon be in the diamond world, too, but I think that's going to be a minute. Based on our luck so far. We'll see. Maybe we can get some chest diamonds. We'll see what that abandoned mine shaft does. If it goes deep, it could certainly help us get some diamonds out of just mining. Let's hope so. All right. That was a good start to our little trip here. Quickie little day trip. Got our little lunch in a mini backpack. If you're going on a little like day hike or like, not even like a hike necessarily, but like the trip where you like load up the little backpack, right? Heading out for adventure for a weekend day. It's a Sunday today. It's pretty nice actually. But if you're heading out somewhere sightseeing or hiking, a little light hiking, or not like a backpacking trip, but maybe a little 4 or 5 mile hike with the family or something like that. Go out in here in Colorado. It's like a little park at a trailhead, walk up to a waterfall or something like that. Some kind of a scenic little hike kind of deal. If you do that, what's your loadout in your day pack? What kind of stuff are you not going without? And I think it's fair that that's changed a lot in the last even 10, 15 years. Now, did this one have any hay bales? Can't remember. I think it's got some. Yeah, there we go. Because I used to be the guy that, you're going just to like a little park or something like that. I'm still bringing a map, just in case. Now, I wouldn't generally bring a compass with me or anything like that. Although, arguably, um, at least for me, that's even more important than the map. But I don't know. I think you can usually do pretty well, Minecraft aside, with getting directional bearings from clues. If you're just, granted, like super overcast day, yeah, not so much, but if it's a super overcast day and you're not out like camping or trekking or something like that, you're probably gonna look outside and be like, "Yeah, this day looks kind of nasty. I don't want to go out for a day pack adventure." So that's where I kind of cancel that out. But it used to be I'd throw a map in. Nowadays, yeah, I didn't want to let you out, horse. I want you to stay in there. Um, I don't think we'll even go through this gate. Kind of feel like a jerk taking away your hay bale. But I just don't want you to get over the fence. So, no, don't stand there. Hey, bad horse, get out. Look, dude, I don't think you're going to want to be right there. All right, now I don't think you can go over I don't even think you can get on top of that. So, much better. All right, let's go back to the boat. Enough messing around. Like now, phone includes all that maps, compass, GPS, all that kind of stuff. Um, it also has the camera because I used to always, even if I wasn't bringing like my big DSLR um, body and long lenses and all that kind of stuff, I would still have just a little point and shoot thing just to bring along. But nowadays, phone that's in your pocket. So generally, I'm bringing, if I'm not already wearing, but probably as a backup. Here in Colorado, especially, pretty much without fail, any season, there's going to be sunscreen in the backpack. Um, so easy to get cooked out here. Oh, that's right. There were these guys. Maybe we can go up on this side of the river and not get their aggro and look for some coal and maybe some more iron. And then we'll just cross over towards our other return. See, look at this iron already. Now what's down here? Just a little low, shallow cave. Some coal out of it though. Doesn't look too dangerous yet. We'll just keep our ears open. Um, so yeah, gonna have some sunscreen, probably some water, or some kind of a drink, but bottle of water. Pretty basic stuff. If it was anything teasing with getting out into backwoodsy stuff, I might consider a little filter or hand pump or something like that, because that's your first, outside your mental attitude and some of the stuff that just you gotta have air, right? But you don't need to do much to bring that along with you unless you're scuba diving. But I I don't want to be somebody that's stuck out there and without any water source. Um, because let's say you're out at the little regional park, state park, something like that. Maybe it's not that far. Maybe it's you know, 20, 30 miles outside your city, but it's got like a gorge or something in it. Some rougher, hilly, wooded terrain and all that. It's a place where you could get lost, right? It's not just, oh, you can see the park building from anywhere you stand on the grounds. If you get turned around a little bit, um, you couldn't see your way back. Well, most everybody is going to be able to, unless you're just actively trying to make it difficult on anybody, as long as you got the hoodie or something like that, and it's not unreasonable middle of winter, and that's where your gear has to change seasonally. But as long as you got something warm to pull on to make it through a night, um, you can get by pretty well, right? Assuming somebody knows where you're at that would expect you to be coming back and would notice if you didn't. Um, all you're gonna have to do is hunker down for so you fell over a root and snapped your leg and you can't walk at all and you're in pain, but it's not life threatening, right? You're immobile, um, but you're there. So you just kind of hunker down. You're like, I can't move, but I'm alert and awake. You can kind of wait that out reasonably expecting, all right, in maybe overnight tonight, nobody's going to think much of it. But if I haven't shown up for work tomorrow, or if I haven't talked to anybody about how my awesome hike went, they're going to start asking questions, and they may call up at the park and be like, "Do you see that um, awesome Tesla out in the parking lot that my buddy has?" I don't have a Tesla. I don't know who would, but um, they here. I don't know that I would know any of my friends' license plates, but I have a pretty good idea on what general age their cars are and the types and all that kind of stuff. So I could be like, hey, do you guys notice a car like this in your parking lot? Has it been sitting there a while? My friend said he was going to so and so park, didn't make it out, and now I'm wondering if they're okay. I can't get a hold of them, that kind of stuff, right? Again, cell phone kind of cancels a lot of that out if you can get signal wherever you're at. So if you can do all that, and if you have I don't know, they're not as trendy anymore, but up until a few years ago, like a Nalgene bottle was certainly, you throw that in a pack, carry it around with some water in it, and you're good to go. Um, I don't know what the cool kids are carrying these days, but I don't think it's necessarily that. There was the whole BPA deal for a while, kind of knock them back. But it really just comes down to media pushing something newer and different and more popular, but something that contains, liter of water or something like that. The first one gets you through a day, right? You may be thirsty, but um, if you go down like that, assuming you don't just have the poor luck that you just drank it all, um, you're pretty decent from there. And if it starts going longer than that, or you don't have water, that would be my first move as an injured person, unless there's, like I can hear the traffic on the road, it's just right over there, but they can't see me. That would be my first attempted move. But assuming, that's not an immediate, hey, get myself to a place where I will then much more immediately be rescued, get to a source of water, and if you have a pump in your bag or a filter, um, you take what is an unpleasant, uncomfortable situation, whether there's an injury or not, whether you just lost, um, and turn it from what then could get lingering bad from a parasite or some kind of other nastiness out of drinking just water out of a lake or a creek or something like that. That filter, that keeps it all pretty temporary, right? Because the things that get nasty and bad are Giardia, if you get some of that, but Giardia's unpleasant. And, if you got it and you were out in a survival situation, it's gonna quickly uh, defeat your strength and your ability to get nutrition out of your food and all that kind of stuff. That unpleasantness, it's gonna contribute to more dehydration. Um, but there are others that can literally take a healthy person down to fighting for their life very quickly. So that's pretty serious. So I'd definitely take some kind of water thing, and depending on the circumstances, something to provide water. I say all that like that usually doesn't happen. I usually don't bring like a fire starting device either, which is pretty stupid. You um, get just a little like a keychain flint and steel kind of deal. Honestly, probably the easiest thing. Just um, I say matches. I don't know. Do people use many matches anymore? I remember when I was a kid, we used to have like the book of the wooden blue stem match things, whatever, just in the kitchen for lighting candles or the grill or that kind of stuff, and they were just always there. Um, I haven't used one of those in a long time though. I've got like some ancient little gas station the paper matchbook things that I just have sitting if the power ever goes out or I need to light candles or something like that. But I don't know, I don't know what would happen if I went too much further. But you could go get one of the little plastic lighter things from gas station too. I'm sure something like that to bring along some fire because that first night pretty nasty. But again, attracting attention, right? If you're lost or it really turns into survival stuff, um, being able to pull a couple sticks together and start a small contained um, reasonable fire is one gonna boost your positive mental attitude, which is huge for survival, and is also going to be a big step towards letting people know where you are, right? And there may be guidelines against um, having fires in a park or something like that, or a fire ban. That's where you got to be really, really careful, right? I'm not just saying recklessly, oh yeah, go start fires. Um, but if you really need to be rescued and you can do it safely without it getting out of control, um, building a fire will send up smoke in a nighttime search type operation. It will give you light for really widespread full-scale searches where they may have aircraft up, they'll often be using infrared just to look for human heat signatures, and a fire will show up like a fire on those. So lots of good to having a source of fire along. Um, but I really wasn't thinking that at all. I was kind of thinking, what's just the comfort stuff, not the survival, but what do you like to bring along? I like usually have like a hike guide or a book of some kind of wherever I'm going. If I have anything on the topic, I'll bring along one, ideally small. But I've hiked with enough like bird identification books and that kind of stuff over the years that a little bit of weight for that doesn't matter. And it's kind of nice if you get stuck in traffic on the way or something like that. Not if you're driving, but um, any delays or anything like that, or a shuttle bus ride from the the parking lot in. It's kind of nice to flip through those kind of things, and just a good conversation starter when you're out with um, friends. Hey, did I just read this about that rock. This is where the first motorized car drove through this county back in 1827. I guess that wouldn't be 1927, maybe. All right, I don't think we need to harvest the wheat. We're harvesting it with. Let's do this. No, we're not gonna. Why? Am I so bad at aiming all those? All of a sudden, sleep. So a little fact book, a little waterproof layer of some kind, a poncho, maybe just a little pocket poncho, depending, or a wind rain layer. Let's go back around here to that broken portal that had the gold block on it, and then there was those villages around the way. We know the jungle's in between here, so I don't think I'll go all the way back around the whole island. There it is. But there is this village just up here. So yeah, some kind of a layer up, warmth mid base type layer, and then a wind waterproof layer, even if that's just a poncho. But ideally, some kind of like a light wind rain jacket kind of deal. Of course you did. Those are always pretty essential. Like even in my, oftentimes I'll talk about, oh yeah, I'm going out to play disc golf with my friends. Just in my standard disc golf bag, I have a rain jacket that's been rolled up in there for a couple of years, just in case you get out and start getting soaked a little bit while you're out there. Nice to have that when you need it without thinking about it, and that's why I love getting a bunch of those like pre-packaged little pocket ponchos. Um, I don't know, they're probably like 4 inches by 2 inches when they're all folded up, and they're thin and cheap and nothing you'd want to use for an extended period of time, but they're great. One in the glove box, one in a backpack, and like if you're ever going to a concert or something like that outdoors, throw a couple of those in your pocket, and even then if it does start to rain, um, you can make some good friends. You ever needed an icebreaker with a pretty girl dancing at the concert, or guy, whatever you're into? Um, hey, you look like you're getting soaked there. Want this 50 cent? I don't think they're 50 cent anymore. They're probably, well, it depends where you find them. If you find them for cheap like that at a gas station or like a Kmart or something on sale, just load up. They will always be handy. Dude. Oh, there's a bunch of hay. Um, yeah, they are worth their weight, quite literally. This is what we need. Now, I'm not wild about bread as a great adventuring food source. It just goes so fast. You saw when we were fighting the skellies there, up, down, back and forth. You feel like you can't eat enough of it to keep up, but it does save us having to do any farming. Just to have all this and to have found all these villages, pretty good. I was thinking that maybe that was all of it. Look at that. Considering that's 9 stacks of wheat, so 3 full stacks of bread already, just from one of those. Pretty good. Now we've got seeds on melons. Do we have all of the... We'll have to check when we get back. I think we maybe have all of the crops, right? Just from having done all the villages. In which case, we're good, but I'll still keep my eye out if we see any beets or... Where did I park? Anybody? Oh, never mind. Ugh. Um... Did this have a kick off to the other side? I also see all these cows. I'm like, no, maybe that'd be good. But I hold out yesterday's stream decision of, hey, maybe we'll build back over in that forest, which is just much further down that river. Um, could be a good farm base location down the road. But I'd much prefer to get first look at Nether and ideally through the dragon before I even start dealing with that. Um, as I mentioned in yesterday's stream, I would like to get. Ooh, so we haven't gone out this way yet, and I don't know that we've even really seen this ocean on. Yeah, I know there's a jungle up here eventually, but I don't think that wraps back around to the village we've already visited. Kind of cool if this looped out and reconnected. Oh, maybe this is the river that I made all the Nile comparisons to. That would be cool. Yeah, there's a village. So maybe this will loop around back out. This is the Lava House village, right? Just in talking about the day packs and survival stuff and all that, I was earlier talking about the compass, maps, all that kind of stuff, and how I I don't want to jinx myself in real life because you can get into big trouble by being flippant about it. But I do have just moving through life. Last summer, my buddies and I do a fantasy football draft. We went to Dallas, and I was saying Dallas is one of the few cities I know where I get totally like lost in terms of direction. I have no idea bearing because so many ring roads, and I don't know it well at all. And it's kind of just there's not huge geographic features for me to fix on. As a visitor to that city, I get pretty turned around pretty easily. Um, Whereas most times I don't. And once I've spent enough time. Like some cities have their own ways of doing it. A lot of them will use like streets versus avenues or boulevards in their numbering if they're built on a grid. Um, so all of one type will go um, north south, the other type will go east west. And so if you're, just driving around, that's a big help. Um, and then land features or slope of land or that kind of stuff, where you are from a major river, or obviously if you're on an ocean or something like that, it doesn't become too big a deal. Oh man, look at that. We almost got 2 full stacks of hay. More wheat over here. All right, well, thank you, friends. Those are beets. Should we grab some beets? Let's grab some beets. Again, I think I have all these in this world, but we've started so many recently. I don't want to overlook. All right, so let's go back down to this river, and I guess. Oh, that was beets, so we didn't even get any more grass seeds. Um, no, I don't want to get into harvesting wheat. We could be here all day. Ooh, a little rain over the river. But I think Minecraft is a really good game in regard to that, and I say a lot. Hey, I'm totally turned around, especially when you get up and the bed turns you from whichever way you've been heading. That's a one way that I get turned around in this game a lot more than I think I do in real life. Um, but it gets your brain into that. Remember how a village sits in relation to a hill. Kind of. It's just kind of an unnamed skill, right? That we don't often think too much about, but if you're out there going, "Oh, what stands out about this? What makes this thing distinct from others?" You'll do that more in real life too. Oh, look, that tree sits up alone on that little rock outcrop, and it looks kind of different from most other trees. And then you learn. Oftentimes they'll say, "Oh, I'm keeping that rock," or that like our little um, windswept savanna rock outcrop thing that we are kind of set up next to. I'll cruise around that and go, I'm keeping that over my left shoulder. Um, and if you're just kind of going through life, kind of doing checks, all right, I've moved along this coast. I've kept it to my left hand side. Always kind of, hey, how does that go? The trick, and when you start to get turned around, as I said, with those rivers over kind of by Brown Sheep, if you watched the previous VOD in this world, I said this is where you get turned around because the rivers kind of cut in and back and forth and all that. And one of my favorite places to do any kind of camping and all that is the Boundary Waters recreation area. I don't know what the Boundary Waters is designated as, but it's northern Minnesota, right on the boundary of Canada, and thousands, well, not thousands, but loads and loads and loads of endless lakes, totally undeveloped. And now I think it is completely restricted, although maybe not completely in the winter anymore. They may have done up some snowmobile permits again. Um, but when I was doing a lot of that kind of camping and stuff, it was completely powerless, except for a few authorized outfitters that would do portage service. So they could take you in your canoes in a boat and get you in across like a bigger lake, and then you would have access to stuff that people couldn't just drive to. Um, but with beyond that, there's really not too much out there. So I think if we go back up that way, we get all the way back to. Well, I mean, I know eventually we will, but I think this is the tropical thing where the pillager outpost is up beyond some more of these buttes and all that kind of stuff wrapped around that way. But if we kind of follow that shoreline up, we'll eventually get up to the land crossing back to our part of the world. All right, I don't think we're close enough to merge these two axes yet. Hi guys, I'm taking your hay. You haven't made any use of it, and I told you. Well, I might not have, but I thought, hey, if you don't use this before the next time I come back, then I'm taking it. Now I'm taking it. And your response is, well, that's all we got, so neener. Man, oh man. Alright. Now, does this all run together up into the steel? And is there any iron ore or coal for us to snag coming out on this point? Don't go gravelly on me. Gravel is good if we get to TNTing, concreting. Looks like that's some iron. Huh. I don't want to make that too prominent. We're going to have to boat by there probably a few times based on how this has been going so far. Um, did end up with quite a bit of coal. That's just copper. Let's stick to the iron for now. I know we boated through here a lot, but I don't know that we've walked this section particularly. Might just get a glimpse of an exposed minecart or something like that. Or we've already walked over the edge of this and dropped off it. We are so rich in sand. Just said I wasn't going to get coal. But this is right here. And maybe there's only two pieces of it. Hmm. Kind of want to get back to the mine. So let's just do this. Then we'll throw the boat in the water and go. Why is it gurgly water? Makes me wonder what I'm in for. Still got room. We can combine these now. So much for our pants keeping our level down. Good adventure. So now we'll just cruise for home. Kind of feel like we already went up over this one because it had the cobwebs, so didn't we cut in kind of like right over where that diagonal row is and then go up over that way? Think so. So we'll leave it for now. We know it's there. And the mine under our base is the mine I want to get to immediately. There's the pillager tower. And is it this one? I guess we can go right through the water, right? And just stay in the boat the whole way, not go over land. All right, so we got 2 full stacks and 6. I'm assuming hay bales. I haven't looked that close the last few times we've checked our inventory and moved stuff around, but we were pretty close to having 2 full stacks the last time I'd really paid attention to hay. I don't think we got that much more, so 2 stacks and 6 will obviously be very well set just using one of those and converting the whole thing into bread. Guess we're gonna have to sleep one more time. Right in front of that temple up there, kind of like on top of the bluff, right where I'm heading at. That was where I dug my sand. Closest, just plentiful and ready to go. So we'll keep working away there as needed. And once we get in here, as soon as we see the stars start to pop, we'll just hop out of the boat and get a quick camping on the shore. Alright, I think we made it to nighttime. So yeah, hopefully with what we've just done, I think coal will continue to need more and more of, depending on what we get down in this mine. Um, but food wise, should at least, well, I mean, just 1 stack should get us up to the point where we're going into the nether. I don't know if hay can really, hay, if bread can really carry us through actual nether exploration. I think we may need more robust healing food, but before we get to that point, we can. We didn't. Oh, we had beet seeds, just no beets, I guess. So there we go. Let's do that. Let's do that and that. Nice to have that fully loaded up. Grab all these. Very happy to have that many. Why? You gotta be like that. Have enough coal to be able to fully stock the furnace and still have 2 stacks for torches and whatnot, because obviously just in caving there we used up quite a bit. We'll take those down with us. Now obviously we have a good supply of iron, but let's do this. And this, and this, and this. And there we go. Now we have got a good batch of prepared food. Golden carrots should go down there. Some of this doesn't sort real well, but... Oh, this is cooked. Okay, then I guess that's the one spot we really want. Bread. Put those extras down. Got a whole bunch of food, golden apples in case we get into a pinch. I don't think I'm going to bring the sand down into the abandoned mine itself. In fact, let's put this over here. Hate the split stack. Still. Doesn't happen to me as often as it did when they first switched it out, but it still gets old. So we're going to do an extra one of those, and then I think let's just go ahead and make another sword for spider webs. Those two will go around. Yeah. Got string, so let's just make a good bow. Make all of these arrows, and that gives us over half a stack. It's not enough to completely rely on in all situations, but will help us out if we're down there fighting spiders or something like that. Unfortunately, though, it won't one-shot them, and that makes it kind of tough. We'll see how those play out. I don't think it's going to be that much of a run to get back and forth. Tell you what, it is 1:54. I'm going to take a very quick break and just prepare up for running down and doing some of this cave. And after all that talk about day hikes and keeping your bearings and all that, we'll see how well we can keep our bearings once we get down into an abandoned mine, because those are about as twisty-turny as it can get. So hang out. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Got a little bit tied up with an unexpected text. Just had to reply to. I got. Uh, so over the end of the week at some point, I guess it was St. Patrick's Day, hanging out with friends. I was like, oh yeah, we should totally go to a baseball game in April once they get things going. And I'm certainly down for outdoor stadium and all that, but I am far from a huge diehard baseball fan. Love the experience if it's an outdoor park. Um, and think that's pretty good stuff. But the baseball itself, for one thing, Colorado hasn't been good in a long time. They got to their one series where the Red Sox just made quick work of them. That was about it. And I grew up in the Midwest and was very excited for the Minnesota Twins getting to two World Series in '87 and '91, I think. Cardinals and Braves, I think, were the two teams they played in the actual series. So those were kind of highlights. Very much bandwagon, but I like to go down. So St. Patty's Day, we here. Let me get back going again. Um, do we have everything that we need? Back then, or on St. Patty's Day, it was like, yeah, let's make plans to go to a game. And so, like, oh, okay, well, opening weekend, home opening day is crazy expensive, and also that. And I used to do opening days back, I was in my early 20s. Hey, let's go party. Um, but this year, the opening day is a night game, actually, and that was always a part of it. It was like, oh, hey, let's play hooky from work and um, go down to the stadium, have some lunch, get some drinks. Hopefully, it's nice weather, which isn't a guarantee in Colorado. Um, and have fun with it. But this year, like, well, the day game is actually on the Sunday, so the third game in a row. And that sounded pretty nice. So a bunch of friends and I went ahead and got tickets. And sure enough, like clockwork, the next day, a friend from out of town is like, "Hey guys, so I was thinking the day before I'm coming in, you should all get fired up to go to a baseball game." I'm like, dude, go the next night. So I don't know. I, that would be like I'm pretty good for once a year, although I don't commit to that. Some years I'll get down there three, maybe four times, and especially if I get down on an early. There goes all our stuff. Is this the right way? Why did I leave all that iron? We turned too early or something? Oh man, that was the torch, the marker, right? Do we need to go? No, we lit up that. This has got to be it, right? This is where we battled all those zombies. Yeah, I mean, gotta be down here somewhere. So yeah, my out of town buddy's like, "Oh yeah, get psyched up. We're going to the Rockies game the day before." And I'm like, dude, I hate to tell you this, but I got tickets." And he's already talked to a whole bunch of other people. Like it wasn't presented as a, "Hey, any day work for you guys to go," in which case I would have totally been like, "Yeah." So instead I was like, "Well, if you guys want to go down for lunch or something, I don't think I need to do back to back games themselves, but I'd love to see you guys, so maybe I'll come down before after and meet up with you, and we can kind of do downtown, and then when you guys head into the game, I'll wish you well and head out. So I don't know. We'll see what if any reaction that gets. But I was kind of bummed it didn't work, and it's one of those deals. Like you know, if you'd ever just reach out and say, "Hey, let's make this work," or "What works for you?" Instead, it's always very and I say this, he's coming back. He's got family here and everything, and has these weekends, but it's always very drama, chaotic. When his trips come in, oh, you want to do this? Well, I'm going to do 18 other things that same day, and you can never like commit on time or show up at the time that you think things are going to be. Those people, they make life fun and interesting, and that's a good thing because you never want to get too so locked in that the details of something become more important. Now, if it's your wedding or something like that, yeah, you better lock down the details. Or if you got to get to the airport for a flight or something, you got to be punctual. But um, it is good to have that. But these are the times when it's kind of like, man, I feel bad. In all honesty, given my druthers, I would have probably gone with this group of the guy that just texted me. If I was like two different groups that might do a baseball game, but ideally I would have combined it. Everybody knows everybody else. It would have made for. I always think if you're doing those kind of things, and even if not everybody is seated immediately together, if you can turn it into kind of a bigger group where everybody's doing the same thing, would be awesome. But didn't get that opportunity to share the info that we're all trying to make the same thing happen or had the same idea. So, we'll see. But I do know. Yeah, I spend a bunch. I used to spend a lot of money, but I currently don't have season football CU tickets because they've been so non-committed to the actual product on the field and just kind of expecting like, oh, well, you're alumni, so you need to help us be good. Give us more money. And no, it's the wrong attitude. Sorry, I don't. You're not going to guilt me into watching a team just get further and further behind the competition and then ask me to pay more in the thousands of dollars for my season tickets. Not well. I think the increase this year, although I didn't get tickets last year with the pandemic and all that, I just went um, kind of game by game, and it worked out great. And this year, there was sports related stuff, the performance and all that made a lot of other people question it too. But they changed their whole pricing system to, um, it was kind of they basically like normalized all the seat prices in the part of the stadium that we had been in, and it's like um, an upper club area for folks who don't know. And back a while, and we'd been doing this for well over a decade. Um, Part of the appeal when we were a little younger was it was the only place in the stadium where you could actually have a beer. The rest of the stadium was um, no booze or no beer, and so you would that was to curb underage drinking largely, or just disrupt the rowdy fans and all that kind of stuff, which I don't have a problem with, but it was kind of nice. It was like, yeah, you can be up in this kind of VIP section and um, have a beer while you're watching the game. Theoretically, you had some better food options, although that went downhill very quickly. And yeah, it was just kind of nice experience. A lot of people were in on it, but with the pandemic, it wasn't worth it to me. And I was like, dude, it's been a long time since CU's been good enough to sell out their stadium. You can go get a game day ticket, not even secondhand. You can usually just walk up to the ticket window and like $60, walk in, and then just go to open seats where basically in any section you want. Everybody else that was in my little group of season ticket holders, I think this year because of the price changes, like, yeah, we're out too. um, we'll see how that goes. And there may be a lot of people doing that, but there also are going to be a lot of people just not going to games until things get a little better. So I hope that goes. But, I spend uh, money on basketball tickets right now, and I certainly will be going to games. And I'd even said, if we're still doing our same tailgate parking lot pass and all that, we split that between a bunch of people, like fully in for all of that kind of stuff. Just not, oh, there we go. Not in it for the big money donation. And so this club area, I wasn't looking at it because I'd told people, I was like, or I told my ticket holder buddies, like, yeah, I'm good doing my thing. You guys, make your own decisions. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm not so sold on this former section that we were in that I need to pay literally um, I don't know, like a lot, a lot more money. The math is eluding me per ticket and per game season, any of it. It's just like, yeah, no, enough is enough. All right, where do we get to other layers of this? Down here, maybe? Nothing up. Any more up? Up is what I'd like to get to first, I think. And did we have anything more out of here? This kind of connects over to our same deal. Okay, that's more. This will get us open out, right? Okay, and then is this going to go back underneath that little crossroads area? Ooh, there's chest. Yes, because there's the wood. Here we go. Let's go back up. Before I get into this cart too much, I just want to see that there's nothing about ready to drop on us. Alright, so now let's go back here. 1, 2, 3, cross our fingers and toes. Deep breath. Enchant a golden apple. Nope. Hey, we have extra bread. I guess we'll take all the lapis and got a lot of pieces of melon and melon seed, but rather than breaking that cart, I think I'll leave it as a little bit of a landmark. And let's go this way first. Ooh, let's clear real wild about having these fences. That's a little sketchy. All of this looks a little sketchy. I was thinking, let's Let's see what we can drop here. Stuff we don't necessarily need. Looks pretty good. That was where that wound up. Like a big spiral staircase. Okay. That was where we set that up. It seems kind of spiderwebby. Let's give that some room to breathe. Come over to this open spot. Nothing coming yet. It's kind of wild now. Is this like the equivalent of the dirt floored rooms? Seems like it could be tough to get back out of. Oh. Maybe that's some of the dirt floor room. Man. Ooh. Before we go too far with that iron axe. Not that I wouldn't love to use it more often, but got water there. Oh man. I was hoping to get oh dude. Okay, enough of that. But see back here, this is what I was trying to get around to. There is oh maybe those are just braces? I kind of thought we were getting up to another floor, but if it's just a lake, it's not good. fire just right at the stone and deep slate divider. Okay. Did have this area that seemed a little spidery. Let's do this. Do that. Do a bit of this. Particles are very lingery. Ooh, ooh. Are you following me? Not yet. Ooh. Ooh. That's a little scary. Oh, that's good though. Oh. Okay, that's all sealed up. Fingers and toes, ear flaps, everything. Good. Ditch that. I don't think we need tough. I think we'll end up with more of that before we're done, but seems I don't think this has anything to do with anything, but every time I see this tough, I'm like, oh, that's just like a filled in hole, right? Ooh. Now is this what we were going underneath before? Ooh. Whoa. I think that was a squid, but scary. Get rid of that. So lots more ascending. That's kind of cool. A little source of wood unexpectedly. Um, Very cool. Let's keep. Now is this? This is where I just. So we went around in a circle-ish. No, we come back to here. Um, let's see what we end up with working back towards all that. We're gonna have to clean up a lot through here, but some of these. Oh, this was more of that. Okay, that's good. This is where we came in from, right? This long hallway. Because we talked about, oh, it's spidery. And then think this goes all the way back to here. There's our cart, so we go all the way past that. Let's do some clean and run here, because I think we're just getting into the heart of everything. And what I'll try to do is only clean this main path for now, so we can quickly go point to point. Oop. And get back here, and then we can do that whole big ravine, which has got all these different mine tunnels off the side of it. I think that was that lower end of the spiral. Eventually, kind of in solo play, I can run through those and clear them up. I think this should be pretty clean up there, but I don't want to risk too much. I think this was our way in. Hope this was. I should really. Oh. This was our first turn? Ooh, we jumped off this bridge, so. Yikes. That looks a little better. Remember, this is just all about finding the way back. Oh, I wish I had Silk Touch, because that's deep slate coal. Pretty rare, actually. Kind of like tall grass seeds in villages. um, let's make that very bright. You know, a lot more to explore here, obviously, but uh, getting back to that little ravine area quickly should unlock a lot more if we can have some success building that up. Alright, now let's switch this. Can drop these. Stop. I don't think it was there. That was just popped right back in, right? And then this is the one that pops out right above where we had been, even with a little bit of roof cover, which is nice because keeps the creepers from dropping straight down on us. Oh, such good stuff. Okay. Good, 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 good. Didn't really expect this to go too far, but potentially very, very bad if creeper right behind, even if it doesn't get you, it can blast you off the edge. And oh, we are full of junk and low on torches. Dude. Leave that one alone, I guess. Already done all that. Oh, let's go dump junk in this minecart. Why did I not grab that? The gravel, don't think I need the andesite. I need more tough. Let's see how that does. Any of this, any of this kind of stuff, the planks are actually pretty useful, but they're not. It's not like we've got a shortage of trees or anything. Now, I think this will kick out into that same. No, maybe not. Is this opening up overhead? And there we are open out to the ravine. Do, 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 do. Now, how high do these go, and what else is up there? Whole other level. Before anything can drop on my head. Seems a little ridiculous, and maybe we've topped this off a couple times, but after getting here and then going to get all that bread, and I've barely touched what I have. That only really seems to go up to that next level. Can I... get up through there? Trying to see what I got to work with around here. I don't think we want quite there. Some diamond. But now we also have spider sounds. Should some of us be kicking out into this ravine? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too far. Come on. See, there's guys way up there. Alright, what do we got? That's all uneventful, at least. Okay. This may not be. Hey. Oh, out of torches. Alright. That's why we spent all that time making the path here clear. It's going to be back down that way, but we'll go dump off some of this stuff while we can, and let's get the activator rail. Now we can burn some of this bread. cut that back a little bit. We can throw some more torches to make it more clear how we get back into this area, but all we really got to remember is it's on the other side of that dirt. Every time I see that purple, I think it's some kind of enchanted armor for a skelly or zombie or something. A little inconvenient on the trips back and forth, but well worth, I think. Before we do much, obviously want to cook that. We'll pull this back over, but not before we do that. 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 Those. I think this was, well, we can kind of do train and animals for now. That. 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 Mm, think we'll go with those two. Oh, we didn't even need that. Oops. Idaho. Alright, now we are very long on iron swords, but we can prioritize those back up. And then we can iron up a few more of these. Kind of makes all that time I spent prettying up the stacks of sticks kind of a waste. There and there. Stash one of those. Eventually, with spider webs and all that, we'll clear up the rest of those. And then we need a whole bunch more torches. Now, this is one where I always struggle. Like, with big caves, you can guarantee you're going to use the torches. I think we'll take 3 full stacks. Keep those for follow-up. Really don't know that I need the bed down there. I'm not going to be emerging outdoors, I don't think. If I'm lucky, I'll get some sleep in here. Although it's still daytime at the moment. Alright, good upgrades all around. Nice to have those diamonds. I'm going to drink some coffee here while I'm getting back over there. Sorry, text. Oh, so much stepping. That part I could do without, but happier doing that than tunneling. Spending a lot more time. Messing around because all right, now we know that's all there, but I kind of think after all that, let's go this way because this is close into our access point as well, and you just never know. Or it's just a single track deal. I don't know if we went up that way yet, did we? What do you know? Do you remember? Oh man, get. Guess we did. Yep. And let's at least go scout this out a bit. Probably be smarter to leave it alone, but just keep this as secure. But we're hunting diamonds. And more of the mine may emerge. Never know. So I guess we haven't been down here, or at least haven't dropped lights on it. But had been there. Okay. I'll just go ahead and drop one more down here. Alright, all of that is presumably good. Pretty well covered by that lava. How far up does that go? I don't want to step in it, but there is a lip up there. Again, unless anybody is really excited about seeing me mine up the ore, my plan would be once I've cleared all this. Ooh, that's it's a little sketchy. Plan is to come back and get boom. Oh. Do 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 do. This is why we bring lots of torches. Now we're not directly setting up our mine out this far, I don't think, but helps to be able to like circle around and maybe see another thing pointing out in another direction. I don't think that's going to be this way. is that? Man, I always... I heard you. I'm not even going to look back until after I am ready to... Thought I saw something over there, but I'm really more concerned about... Let's go get this. Why? Why you gotta make me... Oh! At least I put it down the right spot, I think. Yeah. Stop! Game just lags right when you get up to the spot where you want to jump, and then there's nothing up here. Okay, I guess we'll be using Deep Slate. Why, why is this such a tough transition? Right there. Every time. Huh. Okay. Whatever. I... Oh, come on. Dude. You slimy. Worthless. Yeah, at some point, you got to reset up the arena because they have made that a much more worthy challenge trying to win some Skelly Creeper games. Hi, guys. We'll play, but I'm not gonna let you cut me off from getting back home. Wow, really? I got a crit on you, and that didn't... Okay, that's the way we want to play it. It's still really dark up high. Why is there a glow squid? Spidery. Let's pause for a second. I don't know what is... Okay, I think we're... If I can save this, it's going to be with a game. It's getting very laggy, so I'm going to get reset here. And while I do, I'm going to keep... everything up. I've still got the TV view, but I lost my desktop chat and everything. Quit the game. Game was pegged out on RAM utilization, and so was Firefox. So I just went and got rid of both of those. Do a quick reset here, guys. But I'd like to get another hour in. And yeah, you probably noticed, but it was just crawling down in that cave. Oh, come on. Okay. Game up. Oh, no. Don't do that. Twitch. Something like that. Channel. And I am not starting the game yet. I'm still getting all kinds of overloaded, but as all the various apps are opening back up again. So bear with me just another moment here. All right, I think we are back in stream. I'm just going to check this. All right, I got both my laptop chat. It hasn't updated. Oh, now it updated the count. Imagine that. All right, let's get back in here. Let's see if we can use another hour in the mine for some good. Okay. All right, can we move through? This already feels better. I said it. Why right on this? This must be like a chunk boundary or something. Yeah, that negative 25 chunk right there. That load into negative 24 has some serious juju. I don't know whether it's just within the mines or whatever, but I would think that those would all be loaded. Something on the edge of that, though, is pretty significant when we go over that edge. So this is the area I'm most interested in, because if the mine keeps going over here, might stick out up on. Duh. But I don't see a lot of that happening. It's something else I don't know. I'm sure people do. Do mines, as they're spawning in, do they adhere to a certain number of chunks, right? Obviously, they can take on all kinds of cool little shapes and wanderings, and I don't have any discernible pattern out of those. I still get lost all the time. But um, from within the chunks themselves, do they, if you are, oh, ow, oh, did you see me miss? Okay. Cycle back here, get a snack. Go play with that chunk boundary again. Maybe we won't go quite that far. Come on. And I guess while we're back, let's top those off. Not what I wanted to hit. Ooh. I am already in danger here, just being on the edge. Think we're pretty well lit to where nothing's going to drop in on our head, but I don't like going into a hole I can't get back out of. In case something comes up from down here. Oh, didn't even take down the gravel? Some sticky gravel. Nothing. We do have this one diamond already. That's good. Ooh. Hey! There. Hole? Oh, this is getting us down into the good levels, I would think. Think we'll end this one. Let's backtrack a bit and check this hole. Oh, that is exactly what I don't like doing. Because now we've got like 3 layers of potential death dropping on our head. Who knows if this will be regrettable. It's actually okay though, because we need to hang a step. That looks like flat surface lava down there, doesn't it? So maybe we get a little lake. And maybe that little lake gives us some more access. We got to remember, we've still got a diamond up above us at the entry of this area. this looks like a good spot for a trap block. Nope. And whole lot of nothing. Let's see if any of this opens up to a bigger lake cave. I think so. Big waste. But hey, we got down to lava lake level. Alright, we'd gone down there. Think this finishes everything, so we'll just need to switch the pick and get the diamond that should be right up here. There. Okay. Now, where were we? We're wrapping around, that's the way back. Swap that real quick. Seriously? Just unfathomable darkness. And that's got to be all the way down to kind of the depths, right? Because we're at 30. So we'd actually gone up a ways. Does this connect? Man, we are like floating out here too. Um, I think that was 24 blocks down. You think if I went here, down to that hole, and then back out, maybe that's too far. Let's kind of keep working on this area first. That's a whole new world of fun. I love it. I love how endless and ongoing all this stuff can be. And eventually that all may reconnect, but okay, so this may actually connect back to that bigger hole. Um, yeah, maybe, maybe not. I was thinking maybe that was our torchlight, but I don't know that it was. That. All right, water. You're kinda ridiculous. So let's. No, 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 no. Let's do that. Oh, I already got it. And now we have more water. Glow squid ink. Just squid ink. That seems awful. Let's do that. How was that water coming from up here? Hi, buddy. Where do you think you're going? Oh, dude. Right now, does any of this connect in with anything else? Dude. No chain boots for me? Alright, dude. And no link back to the water flower. Water flower? Waterfall tunnel is what I was gonna go to. Alright, well, that seems good, but less exciting than potentially whatever we could get down here. I don't like this. Oh, never, ever, ever like this. Okay, let me get. Good enough. That will at least keep the drop creepers on our head to a minimum. And then let's just get in here. I don't know which way is more potentially deadly. Oh, lapis. Give me that sweet baby blue. Nada. This is in part why you gotta get down. Man, we just sit at 30. got to get down to negative 54 so that you can be at that high spawn rate and branching so that you're um, poking between air exposed areas. Not cool, bro. Ooh, he went way down the hole. He will be back up. Good perseverance, dude. And back down the hole. Alright. Now we can get back to business. So this is our little pathway through to home, right? But did this go anywhere further? Actually, how's our inventory doing? I should not do that right at a crossroads. Tools are okay. I think let's switch this back for shovel. We are low on torches, but trade a couple stacks of torches for diamond. At this stage, without fortune, yeah, we'll do that. Alright, back into all of this, and this was where we came here. Round the loop-de-loop. See, we can get back on a focused task. Right now, I think it's some of this that we haven't really explored too much. Kind of went on the edge of the ravine first. And we know this is going to be pretty well contained, but that doesn't mean that there's not a creeper hanging out behind. Do 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 do. What's our deal? We just went down there and that was a dead end. Okay, that looks like just random cave. And we're all the way up to -5 now. Before we were just at -30, so we're much higher. And this may well, yeah. So I gave up just a bit too soon because that connects back into our mine. That's frankly terrifying because I don't know what's up above us. Just a hole there. Oh boy. Hey. Oh. See you, Spidey. Ooh, that looks like mine. Didn't see you, creepy. Man. Not a very good place to work a retreating fight through here, is it? Kind of like to get in there and explore that for loot, but I'd also kind of like to get in there and explore it for creepers coming out of it behind me. Okay, that at least... Oh! Guessing he came from up there, maybe? Lots of room for him over there. That looks like it goes down quite a ways. Let's try to... Gee. Alright, well, that's less of a source now. Let's get this. Check these. Nothing's about to just fall off of us yet, which is good. And hopefully by doing all this lighting work, I can come back off stream and get a lot of this deep slate iron and all that, and no problem replacing all the iron gear that's gotten a little bit banged up. This is the angle again. Oh, see, I see mine stuff way up that direction. And this may well curve around that way and be connected back to the ravine we've kind of been looking at our platforms on. Nobody? Check the holes. See how deep they are. What attention we've attracted. Quiet. Too quiet. Oh, there's our torches done. Huh. Alright, well, guess can at least get some of these that aren't deep slate. They're pretty quick to mine. And I think it'll be quickest, rather than winding all the way through the mine and everything, to just go back through there. We gotta do something about this. Start there. But I think maybe that gives us a nice little... Oh, now I don't have any torches. Alright, oh, we'll fill that in eventually. Deep slate iron. This is way quicker. Maybe not. I don't know. I think trying to wind our way all the way back through all that stuff would have been a little frustrating. And we can just get to here. I've got enough. off here. That hole bugs me. So does that not being nice and flush. Zip, 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 zip. Pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Back over to the bridge here. Pop, pop, pop. And we made it. Hooray. So I'm thinking that's going to kind of start wrapping us up here. We'll just go back through and kind of figure out where we stand. And we got, I think with our one extra diamond, that's not going to change anything because we still want to hang on to two. So if we find ourselves in the enchanting mood, we can do that. But we certainly have done very well on iron, starting the day with, I think, 3 pieces. We're up to 51. We are way better off in a food perspective. Maybe 3 golden apples in the course of things, but all that hay gathering to make bread is awesome. Gravel we don't need. We can just top this off. So I think my immediate plans whenever I get back to the game, which will be much later because I've got errands to run, laundry to do, which makes a lot of noise in here and doesn't work out real well with streaming or anything else. But I could be playing there. I've got some travel logistics stuff to figure out. So kind of and just some general like house cleaning stuff, dishes and all that kind of stuff. I got a hand wash that have been sitting there for too long. So all that kind of stuff. Gonna be getting done here. Maybe I'll come back this evening. Whenever I do, extending the staircase down to negative 54, I think is where we want to get to. Yeah, a negative 54 is the lava lake level. That may well connect into some of that big ravine stuff that we saw. Certainly we can get towards that with tunneling. And hopefully that will open up a lot of access to more diamonds so that even without fortune, we can get enough to outfit our armor and set us up enough to maybe go through enchantment free or, other than what we've got to the nether, see what we've got over there. Maybe get a little lucky, get a fortress, get some potions and all that kind of stuff, and kind of quickly start focusing on a dragon fight. I know for a lot of people watching, this seems like, oh man, you're not going very fast. For me, this is pretty speedrunny. If you've caught any of the other streams or previous worlds, I tend to do a lot of building along the way. Kind of leaving that all on the side. I haven't planted a thing other than replanting a few farmer villager crops. And no trading yet. So we'll get to all that if we survive, but would like to get the other dimensions opened up, get all that kind of stuff, and then see if we can have some good luck on creating a good XP farm and being able to do our enchanting and all that kind of stuff quickly and painlessly so we can just take care of it. Hey, what's up? I was just wrapping up, so perfect time to say hi. Yeah, I'll give you a hi bye. Awesome to see you. I don't know again if my schedule's been up, but I didn't even look at it. I just went live this morning and just winding down. So good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Always a pleasure. New world since whenever the last time I saw you, probably a few worlds since, but I was just recapping, trying to make this one nether and end. So probably a dragon fight pretty quick. But I don't think I'll be back on again today. Just try to get a little bit more on diamonds and all that kind of stuff as we get going here. So hope you're doing awesome. It's great to see you in the chat. And for everybody else watching the VOD, likes, comments, and subscribes over in YouTube land. And if you're here in Twitch, hit that follow. It is more fun to see in chat, like Arvjip here saying hello at the end. Love to have you around and get your feedback on this a little bit more quickly driven, and we'll see. We'll see if I die because I didn't take the time to enchant stuff up. Then that's the drawback. But it's been fun exploring around with you guys. So take care. Have an awesome end to the weekend and beginning of the midweek, and we will catch you for the next one. Take care, everybody. See you now. Bye bye. I'm gonna save the game and get that window back. All right. Take care. Bye now.